This is Risk of Rain 2, summarized in 6 minutes. The story starts with two brothers, Mithrix and Providence. They were kids at the time, which means they were stupid, but they were also insanely powerful gods. Like, in their free time, they played with actual black holes. They would throw anything in this gravity well, from fruits to dirt to just random objects around their home. But Mithrix was a curious little freak. He grabbed a worm from off the ground and hung it over the well, but he hesitated because his brother loves worms. Does his curiosity outweigh the respect he has for his brother? Yeah. They fight, pull and push. Providence was filled with rage. But the worst happens. They lose their footing and slip into the black hole. When they opened their eyes, they were in a foreign place, the planet Petrichor 5. It was completely different from home. There was weird life and open land. It was the perfect playground. You see, both brothers have very different powers. Mithrix was a master builder, obsessed with creating perfect, efficient designs. But Providence was an empathetic e-boy. He could control soul. Every living thing has soul, and each species has a unique soul tied to them. So Providence saw the beauty in life. He loved saving endangered souls and giving them a place to live on their planet. But Mithrix couldn't care less. In fact, he hated all of it. See, he just wanted robots. Nothing more than slaves with the absolute bare minimum soul required for them to work. So this sort of cycle happened. Providence finding creatures to help, and Mithrix getting angry at him. But that doesn't mean Mithrix didn't love him. In fact, he was creating a gift for him. A means of transportation. A teleporter. When he finished, he showed Providence. Brother, look! We will no longer be stuck on this wretched wasteland. We can be free, find others like us, help creatures in need. Come. Are you coming? Hello? Okay. I will go first, and you can come right after. As Mithrix disappeared, Providence had an idea. An idea to save every creature on Petrichor. An idea that would fulfill his dream. An idea that would be one he could never go back on. Providence walked up to the teleporter and realigned it, effectively trapping his brother on the moon. Forever. He was a traitor. But everyone else saw him as a hero. And this is how things stayed for years. Until we arrived. Providence noticed a bunch of humans getting eerily close to the planet, especially the moon. Providence had a bad feeling. So what does he do? He teleports onto the ship and destroys everything. The pacifist, the hero, the empath was killing everything in sight. He will not let his brother even have a chance of being free. In a panic, the crew departed, one by one in escape pods. But only one lucky member survived. You. Or whoever you play as in Risk of Rain Returns. You explore all of Petrichor, gathering items and finding trinkets, to eventually reach the ship that Providence destroyed. Risk of Rain. You try to turn on the ship, escape, but Providence won't let you. An intense battle arises. He creates massive worms, images of himself, uses soul against you, but you're far too strong. And with one more push, you kill the bulwark of the weak. As he lets out his last breath, he utters his first words. You monster. He dies, we escape, and everything is fine. The end. I'm telling you we need to go back. Why? For a sequel? Okay. This new team comes back to Petrichor and sends the best of the best, from a powerful commando, a keen-eyed sniper, and a lazy-ass engineer who's obsessed with shrooms. But once you land, you can take one of 3 paths. Obliterate, loop, or go to the moon. With Providence dead, there's no one to stop you this time, so you do exactly what your predecessors did, eventually ending up in the same place, Sky Meadows. You can see the remains of their voyage, open chests, broken ships, but most importantly, a teleporter. The same one Mithrix took all those years ago. So you realign it back to the moon and then activate it. There, you find his palace, his work, his anger, fatigue, boredom, years of isolation. After reaching the top, you finally come face to face with him. Mithrix, the king of nothing. But just as his brother, he underestimates your strength and falls to his knees. In his last words, he calls out for the only person he loved. Brother, perhaps we will get it right next time. Just like that, the journey is over. You get back to the ship and there's still one more piece missing. The void. They're a mysterious group whose only purpose is to consume, grow, and adapt. They invade any and every planet, capturing life forms and sending them into a place called the Simulacrum. An endless simulation where you're forced to die over and over and over again. Even if you think you've escaped that hell, once you draw your last breath, you'll wake right back up. This is how the Void gets stronger, analyzing their enemies' lives and destroying them using their weaknesses. But the player is different. You're different. You can pay them a little visit. Find the head honcho, the Voidling. There, you chase him through dimensions, going deeper and deeper into the spaces in between, eventually sealing his fate. But unfortunately, yours is also sealed, because after he dies, a portal spawns, where when you enter, your fate is unknown. Did you go deeper into the void, find a way out, die? We don't know. But that's pretty much it. That's the entirety of Risk of Rain 2, poorly summarized in about 6 minutes. Thanks for watching, hope to see you again, have a good one.